Hello Tesla fans, we are back at my promised second video of Roundabout Hell. So in case you didn't see the first video, what Roundabout Hell is I have found a location close to me which is just roundabout after roundabout after roundabout. So 4 to be exact. If you're looking at the map, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you kind of carry on. This is to basically stress test FSD's capability to handle roundabouts. It struggled with it quite a bit on the first time. It did better than I thought it would, but it still did struggle. A lot of work still needs to be done with roundabouts. So that's kind of why I bring it here to continue to test it and push it and hopefully get the updates for everybody. So yeah, the first time, just to kind of get everybody up to speed on it, the first time some of the issues that I had was that it would try and enter the roundabout without stopping for a car, which is obviously a terrible situation to have. And also the way that they've designed this particular setup of roundabouts, they got a lot of like blinking traffic lights for pedestrians that the Tesla didn't know how to handle. It wanted to yield to them even though there was no people around. So we'll see if there's kind of an update on that. And yeah, with that being said, we're just going to give her and see how she does now. I am on 11.3.6 now, so the most up-to-date patch. Another issue I found too is that it would try and enter the roundabout at high speeds.
Now enter the roundabout and take the third exit.
So we'll see here, it yields properly. Yeah, okay. So the first time that I came here, it really did not like this entry point. And would just kind of commit to going in, and I had to kind of stop it probably, I don't know, 60, 70% of the time. So it didn't this time. Okay, you got to commit, Tesla. You can't slow down. Keep going. Yeah. Doing some weird janky trying to switch lanes while in the roundabout. Okay. But it did it. It did it. It was slow, but it did it.
Enter the roundabout and take the third exit.
So here you can see that the speed limit is 50, issue that I had before, and it's saying 25 kilometers an hour is the speed that you should be going in these roundabouts. So Tesla doesn't seem to be able to respond to those smaller yellow signs. Not sure what it's trying to do here. Change lanes in before it enters. Okay, it's doing it. It's so like sketchy.
And take the first exit.
Yeah, it's doing weird lane changes in the roundabout, which it shouldn't be doing, and kind of bouncing between lanes. It doesn't want to stay in a lane. So this one, it needs to get in the roundabout, immediately exit the roundabout into another roundabout, and then take the second exit. So we'll see. It's entered fine. It's exit fine. It's gotten in the left lane like it should.
Now enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
It's still bouncing between lanes. That was 2 lanes. It was kind of in the middle. But it did it.
Now your destination.
All right, we reached the destination. I mean, it did it. No intervention completed. Roundabout Hell. It was awkward. A lot of kind of janky slowdowns and confusion, and the jumping in between lanes mid roundabout. It's a 2-lane roundabout for 3 of them, and it kind of went between the 2 awkwardly, but safely. I would say that is an improvement over the first time. You know what? Let's run it again and again and again. That's why we're here. So I'm just going to rejig and hit it from the other direction.
100
All right, we've spun ourselves around here. You could probably tell by just the way I'm almost gripping the steering wheel and the sound of my voice that it is kind of a nervous deal to hit all these roundabouts here. But it's done pretty well so far. And I forgot to mention, it didn't stop at the kind of pedestrian flashing lights at all like it did in the first time. So that has definitely been fixed and improved. Quite some slowdown here.
In 200 meters, enter the roundabout.
Yeah, see, so you can see up there's those pedestrian flashing lights that it would slow down at all of them before, and I had to, you know, give it the accelerator boost again with this weird lane change before entering and then slowing right down and then speeding up, and then okay, so that pedestrian one is slowed down. I'm going to give it some juice to get past that. Again, it seems like it's prioritizing hitting the speed limits, and then once the roundabout starts, then it adjusts speed, which, you know, a human driver would be like, okay, roundabout is coming up, I'm going to slow down in anticipation. Yeah. Okay, so here's the last roundabout. It needs to just enter and get out. Yeah. And out it comes safely. Well done. So again, it still has some issues with the flashing pedestrian signs and wanting to stop for that. Or at least slow down for it, and you can't have that if there's no people. I mean, it's not the Tesla's fault that they designed continuous flashing yield signs for pedestrians if there's no pedestrians there. I understand the confusion. I'm not sure how they would fix it, but it seems like they fixed most of it, or FSD has handled that pretty well for most of them, except for that one. And I mean, we're gonna run it again and again. All right, so we're rejigged, updated the map to take us there, and here we go. We're gonna hit it again and again and again today. Super max stress test. Yeah.
And take the third exit.
Here we go. Usually you didn't like this in the last video, but let's see round 2. Okay, you gotta commit, Tesla, if you go. Right on, nice and smooth. Some weird slowdowns here, can't have that. Mid lane change, oh, and jut back, that was not good. So definitely some confusion there. You could see that people behind me were probably very irritated at that. It doesn't know how to stay in its proper lane while in the roundabout. It's just going back and forth. So the two cars behind me, you know, it's like pick a lane type situation where the Tesla's bouncing back and forth. It doesn't really know what to do. All right, so it's slowing down at this pedestrian walk again. So I gave it just a tap on the accelerator.
In 200 meters, enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
Now it needs to get in the right lane, because it needs to turn right at the next intersection. Good job. Overcommit on there into the bus lane, but it fixed itself. Super awkward, man, but she's doing it. Okay, so it needs to enter and immediately exit. Here, it's slowed right down, giving it some juice.
Now enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
All right, it's slowed right down again. It's confused. You can see it's in the middle of 2 lanes. It's showing that there's 2 lanes, but it's going in the middle of it. So lane prioritization.
Now your destination is on the right.
But I mean, it did it safely. So that's good. A lot of jank. Yeah, a lot of jank. And you can't have it bouncing in between lanes or taking up both lanes in the middle of a roundabout. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna rejig it and hit it again. All right, here we go. Rejig. We're gonna hit it from this side again. See how it does. Last time it was very confident at entering the roundabout. There were no cars there to kind of stop its confidence, but yeah, let's see how it goes here. Comes over, nice left turn.
And take the third exit.
Slows down. There's no car there. It should be able to go, but you got to commit. It's slowing right down, giving it some juice here. Yeah, okay, we're good. Really fast.
Enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
Yeah, a lot of G-force there. Going around that roundabout. It's trying to prioritize, like before, trying to prioritize hitting the speed limit of 50, except that, you know, you can't, yeah, seeing it slows right down. The speed limit in the intersection is not 50. You shouldn't be doing 50. Okay. Yeah, so it wants to hit 50 in the intersection. There's signs saying please do 25. It does not see those signs. It does not understand those signs. So it was trying to hit 50 in the intersection, which is creating high G-force situations. No need for that. Would love to see a fix on that.
Enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
All right, here we go. So enter the roundabout and then immediately exit. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Sweet. Okay, so yeah, that was a good run. Again, a little bit of jankiness, but yeah, we're gonna turn around and hit it again. All right, we're just gonna torture it again and again and again. Here we go from the other direction. So quickly, I would say that there is quite a large improvement from the last time I was on this test. Interesting that it goes on the right side this time. I think this one has to exit right, so it's gonna have to do some questionable. Oh, I don't have a destination in. That's my bad. 217.
Now enter the roundabout and take the third exit.
Yeah, I mean, that's my bad. Sorry, Tesla. Okay, we're just gonna complete this one roundabout here. And engage FSD. And off we go.
In 200 meters.
Yeah, it has gotten a lot better from the first roundabout torture video that I did. So I've been kind of watching the patch notes to see if there's anything specifically on roundabouts. I don't think there's really been anything since that. So there's definitely something else that's helping it out here. Yeah, here we go.
Enter the roundabout and take the
Weird lane changes in mid roundabout, but that's okay. It needed to get over to this lane because it needs to get out on the route, or on the right, sorry, immediately. Yeah, you're clear. Don't need to slow down. Give it some juice. There's somebody behind us.
Now enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
Okay, it's doing some weird jank here. Guy behind us is like, what the heck are you doing? It's okay. It's still not picking a lane. So it's doing it safely. But yeah, it needs to not take up multiple lanes or bounce between multiple lanes. All right, rejig, hit it again.
In 200 meters, enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
Okay, we're all rejig, hitting it again. Also, an improvement I saw from the first video, this lane here to the right, before the FSD always wanted to put us in that right lane, and then it had to correct itself to enter this. That seems to be fixed as well. Could have been just like a map issue, map data issue.
Take the third exit.
All right, yeah, you need to get in the left here. And then we kind of have a little traffic jam situation here. Jankiness on the wheel. I would not like to see it go. Yeah, lots of traffic build up here now. It's being patient. Now would be a good gap. Yeah, yeah, perfect. Let's see if it tries to G-force us around this turn again. Much better that time, much more smoother. Let's see if these pedestrian lights trip it up. Nope. You could see that they were blue on the screen. It was looking at them, but it did not slow down for those ones. Weird lane change again. Entered good. Needs to slow down. Let's see if these lights trip it up. Yes, it did. It slowed down for it. Look at this guy speeding. Wow. That guy's going way too fast in here.
200 meters.
Yeah, so those pedestrian lights slowed it down. But oh, it was a cop pulling over somebody. Glad I wasn't us. Okay, so yeah, last roundabout. Just enter and immediately exit. Yeah, you got a nice gap. Didn't need to stop there, but it did. That's fine. And we did it. That was a great run. Yeah, that was a great run. All right, so we're gonna rejig, and I think I'll do one more each direction. All right, rejig. This one just for fun. I'm going to enter the roundabout and then immediately come back this direction. Let's see if it can do that. You can see it on the map here. Complete circle, and off you go.
Now enter the roundabout and take the 4th exit.
Okay, let's see here. It's got the truck in front of it. Yeah, good yield, good yield. There you go. You're clear. Can't be slowing down here. Let's stop for this guy, giving it some juice.
Your destination will be on the left.
It needs to change lanes mid-turn, and it did, and it did it. All right, so it can totally do that scenario there. I had to give it a little juice there because it was a bit confused from, or not confused, hesitant of somebody trying to enter the roundabout. It didn't like that, but gave it a little bump, and it was able to do it. Okay, so this time we're just going to do the planned route that we always do. What was it? The 51 one, I think? No, 270. Yeah, okay, this one. Okay, so I mean, I was able to do just a weird off-the-cuff test that I had for it. Did great. All right, so here we go again. Enter this again. Like I was saying before, I know I keep saying it, but in the first time I came here, it was just trying to go at this particular part. Okay, little hesitation. Gonna give it some juice. Something about this spot, it doesn't quite feel comfortable at. Lane change mid roundabout again. Shouldn't be doing that, Tesla. You can see people behind us. He was probably pretty ticked off about that. Coming up on here, let's see if it slows down for these flashing pedestrian signs. It is going to give it a little juice to get past that. Oh, it just needed a little tap. Okay.
In 200 meters, enter the roundabout and take the 1st exit.
Perfect. Okay, that was much better. Again, same scenario. It needs to get in and immediately get out of the roundabout. Very confident on that one. High speeds, but it's slowing down. No, that's great. That's great. Not doing the in the middle thing. It's picking the proper lane. Much better. Much better. Good job, Tesla. All right, we're gonna rejig for the final one, and then I'll give some final thoughts there. And that should be it. All right, so this will be the last time for today's Roundabout Hell test, torture, if you will, for FSD. Yeah, okay, can't be getting in that lane. Okay, that was weird. It wanted to get in the right lane. There's that right lane end, but it corrected itself. Good job. Okay, this one's a bit confusing because it needs to go and it needs to get in the left lane.
Now enter the roundabout and take the third exit.
There you go. No. There you go. Okay. Kind of her nose is poking out a little bit. I don't like. But manageable. There you go. You got the gap. You got to commit. You got to commit, Tesla. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Don't G-force like crazy here. Yeah, good. That's much smoother.
In 200 meters, enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
Yeah, did not trip up at the pedestrian lights either there. These ones up here, it seems to have a bigger issue.
Now enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
Okay, lane change. Enter the roundabout. Yeah. It's slowing down. Okay, no, you need to go, giving it some juice. Okay, there. Okay, past the pedestrian and it feels more confident. And off it goes. But it slowed right down in the mid roundabout, which you know, for no reason. There was nobody there, so I don't know what that one was about. But it didn't require takeover. It just needed a little prompt on the gas pedal. But okay, here's the last one. Enter, exit. Beautiful. I mean, that's great. Okay, I mean, that was it. So, like, final thoughts on where we are at with Roundabout, specifically my little Roundabout Hell section here that I have set up. A huge improvement. Honestly, it's a huge improvement. I'm gonna have to go back and watch my old video. I'll link it in the description for you guys, as well as put the little link at the end of the video here coming up. But so that you could compare one-on-one. But yeah, I mean, that was a huge improvement. Like I said, like coming up here, it would just want to go and I'd have to stop it every time, or most of the time. It would always get tripped up at the pedestrian, each pedestrian flashing lights. This time it seemed to do much better. It was only that one set of pedestrian lights that I didn't like, that it would always kind of slow right down for, that required little confidence push on the accelerator there. And then of course now the weird lane changes in mid roundabout. That's new behavior. That is not correct behavior. So hopefully we see a fix on that. I do remember from the first time I went here, it actually had a very dangerous situation where it tried to change lanes into another car, and I had to take over from that, to a point where I feel like it probably would have hit another car. So none of that happened this time, even though it was put in very similar situations. I did not think that it was going to do that at any point now under this newest version. So that's what I like to see, a big step up in improvement. I came here not expecting any improvement, honestly, because nothing was in the patch notes. So they've definitely tweaked it since the last time I come here. That's what I love to see. I'm gonna keep coming here, you know, every big kind of step up, whatever that is, in the patches, every 6 months, every year, whatever. I'm gonna bring it back to Roundabout Hell and to test. But I mean, that's it for now. Big improvement, love to see it. And with that, I'll say thanks for watching, like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.